How is a raven like a writing desk?
Poe wrote on both.
Is that the answer?
Terrorvan!
Hey!
Yes, Joe!
I've never seen the answer to that riddle anywhere.
I'm sorry.
It's bizarre. It's bizarre to me. I'm always like, oh, I guess this is some sort of... I don't know.
And with that shocking revelation, it's time for us to end. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Joe and Al Play Dwarf Fortress, the challenge mode.
I'm Joe.
And I'm Al. Last week, we just now actually got a trader. He was pulling in sort of as the episodes changed. And we also learned how a raven is like a writing desk.
There isn't an actual answer. Your answer, it works, but Josh Fisher in his book, The Magic of Lewis Carroll, quotes Carroll's own answer supplied in a preface to the 1896 edition of Alice in Wonderland. Inquiries have been so often addressed to me as to whether any answer to the Hatter's riddle can be imagined that I may well put on record here because it seems to be a fairly appropriate answer. His answer is because it can produce few notes, though they are very flat, and it is never put with the wrong end in front.
Yeah, that one's good too.
What is it? It's never put with the wrong end in front?
Yeah.
Lloyd also reminded the world that Poe wrote on both, and that bills and tails are among their characteristics. Both have quills dipped in ink, because it slopes with a flap, because one is good for writing books, the other better for biting rooks, because a writing desk is a rest for pens, and a raven is a pest for wrens.
That's even funnier.
So, it's a confusing topic. Anyway.
It's a nonsense question, Joe!
I didn't know its source. It just sort of heard it, and I like riddles, and usually when I hear a riddle, there's an answer to it. I just thought it was an old school riddle, like what walks on three legs at dawn, and so I was like, what is the answer to that? And I looked it up, and I found this black hole of confusion online.
Okay. Well, I'm checking here. This guy needs gems shining, bars metal. He doesn't say what. Bones, yes?
Ooh.
And cloth thread, okay.
We didn't see that the first time.
Because we got stuck on... We just jumped off after we saw cloth thread. I think.
You need to be buying cloth and maybe some bars? Anything that
Let's
you can
see
melt.
how our food... That's 31,000. Okay, that we definitely can't buy all of that. We could buy all their metal bars, though. They have a ton of that. Let's check on their weapons. What do they got for weapons?
Then we'll grab some instruments for the temple.
Oh, that's a good idea, yeah.
Again, you can melt all these toys down.
That's also a good point. If we remember to do it. Good thought. And our kids will be happy.
Well, until we take the toys away and melt them down.
They'll be happy for a while.
Eh.
They get on the hedonic treadmill.
Yes. Nothing makes children happier than theories? What is that? What would you call that?
I would say it's a phenomenon.
I'm just looking for the word, the actual term for it was the label you would apply to hedonic treadmill.
I'm not gonna. I've already given as much of an answer as I know how to give, so I'm gonna let you.
One is a sad walk, and the other is a wad sock.
Oh, that doesn't work, Joe. We're gonna have to up our military, I think.
I mean, that's the goal, right?
Yeah. We could go raiding, in theory.
Our boat?
No, I mean, we can send people off. It's a raiding party. We've, landed, in the fiction of the world. Shields, at least. By the way, I put in a picture a couple episodes ago of a buckler. Have you looked up what a buckler is, Joe?
I'm going to now.
I thought it was... I was like, well, it's kind of a small shield, and I didn't realize it's a really small shield.
Oh, yeah. I think I sort of... I don't know if I would have picked this exactly. I've certainly seen one. Up to 45 centimeters in diameter. It's
kind of a neat concept, right? Because it's sort of a more maneuverable type thing.
Yeah, it's in games when you see them, they're a parrying thing, usually.
Yeah.
It's because, your hand's in the center. It's like your fist becomes a big sword parrier.
They probably aren't going to accept this, Joe, but let's see. Oh, okay, never mind. That was a very good profit margin there. I mean, a thin, they didn't try to skin us on it.
So the buckler had various uses in combat. Hand protection, obviously. Floating armor, The buckler, you would hold it facing the opponent with the arm outstretched when not actively using it for something else. This restricts the area open. You're cutting down their area of attack. Deflector for parrying. A blinder. The light blades used in conjunction with the buckler depended on rapid movements, which meant that a single second was an important advantage. The wielder of the buckler could use the buckler to shield his sword hand's position from view, keeping his opponent from guessing his next strike.
It's not very big, though. I guess I had to get it way out there close to him. I've just now appointed a hammerer, Joe.
Oh, good.
Because I don't know if we're going to be able to get this guy before he turns.
Is he not? He needs the third kind of?
He needs so much. Yeah, he hasn't moved for the cloth.
So there's 3 kinds of cloth. You got silk and you got wool, but you need the plant one, apparently.
He doesn't like any of the gems we have. He doesn't even like the rock.
Try and kill something, because he needs bones.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
In your farmer's workshop, try and process some pigtails.
Baby llama. Do you get bones from llamas?
Sure.
Like any babies?
Oh, I don't know about babies.
Just the kittens. Kill this donkey.
This is also, I thought I was having a stroke for a second. Oh, okay. It's under the joke section. I forgot that there exists that thing in... Woo! It says here, instead of pasture land, you may also give your llamas faces and hands to satisfy their lust for flesh. They also seem to prefer being pastured next to stockpiles of hats. More testing needed. While llamas are a common choice of livestock, be warned, you never know which one might actually be a noble transformed by a syndrome. Said llamas are usually very arrogant and self-centered and often talk about building a pool upon a hilltop. I read that and I was like, what is happening to my brain?
Oh, this is a great...
Yes. This article or section is rated D for dwarf. It may include witty humor, not so witty humor, bad humor, in-jokes, pop culture references, and references to the Bay 12 forums.
I'm making a new squad. If I have both squads stationed and trained in the same room, does that make them less effective?
No idea.
Okay.
Did killing the thing make him move?
I didn't see him move. I was up here making my squad. The stray donkey has been slaughtered. He's not moving.
Alright, go to your farming workshop. Process plants. You should be able to get this. On repeat, probably. On repeat, probably.
I put it on repeat.
Okay. So that should give you the third type of cloth. Hopefully that's what he wants. Baby llama.
Speaking of babies, this dwarf has a baby with, I guess, her.
Ah! YouTube kids, what's happening?
I don't know, they're annoying.
What's going on?
I love YouTube kids as like I want my
songs.
kids to have this content, but then like they don't make it available on other platforms, so I can't like Roku doesn't have a YouTube Kids app, and there's no way to get the kids on the TV watching YouTube stuff without like so they have to have their tablets in front like 3 inches in front of their eyes. It's not a well-designed system, Joe.
No.
But if you have the tablet, you can do the screencast to the Roku, and then it comes up with the YouTube. It's like the app exists, which is infuriating. It exists. You can see it exist. I've said the word exist too many times. You can see the app pop up when you cast from YouTube Kids on the tablet to the TV, but you can't like open it on the Roku. Why? Why, Joe? And Google's stupid TV thing doesn't. They're like, you definitely have to have your phone in your hand if you want to watch TV.
Yes.
Which is the worst. Why would you make that a requirement? I want to watch TV on the TV, darn you.
Yep. Absolutely. No, that's true. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I know.
I'm enabling chalk blocks as an autofill. Nobody has petitioned us. Have you noticed that? We haven't had any petitions to, like, stay and eradicate monsters or work in the tavern as a performer. Usually, some forts I get, they won't shut up about it.
Yes. I don't pay attention to those as much as you do.
Well, don't pay attention that much, but I'm noticing that they didn't happen this time. I guess listeners at home, if you know why we're not getting any petitions, Maybe it's a civilization thing, or like embarked in a place where people don't come to eradicate monsters. He hasn't gotten his that plant stuff. It did not happen, Joe.
Oh boy.
Cancels mill plants needs empty bag.
No, that's the mill. You're at go to your farmer's workshop.
It's processed bags, right?
Processed
We need a
plants.
spin thread.
No, you have wool. That's wool. You want processed plants on repeat.
I'm gonna put.
Check your
I'm gonna
loom?
look in here.
Did you toggle something weird with your loom? You had some hens growing up.
Yes,
Bullets
that's
growing up.
amazing. Like all at once.
Yes, I believe it's just ticks. They all become men.
Oh, I guess yeah. It's like a seasonal thing or a monthly thing,
I
maybe.
mean, I think they all hatch at the same time. All the eggs get laid at the same time, and I don't know that the...
Is he coming? Is he coming? Come to get it. Well, no, there's somebody doing something in there. Did he move? He moved!
Did he?
No, he didn't. Daggum.
I don't know. Gem shining. Bars
metal.
Bones, yes. Cloth thread.
Let's double check that we have like metal bars, I guess. I could have swore we did. We have a smelter here. Melt a metal object is happening right now as we speak.
Gems? You've cut some gems? Did you sell all your gems? I don't know.
I mean, I did a while back. Are you saying that maybe... Okay, where's my gem workshop? I put it on the boat. It's,
You could check your stocks. If you had any
Yeah,
idea.
I guess that's true. Is it cut gems or just large gems? That's not cut though, right? Is it under C for cut? Cut gems. We have 1.
Maybe he needs more.
Maybe. Yeah, okay, well let's go in the gem cutter's workshop and cut some more gems.
Now he's gone.
No, he's not.
Shoot. I thought he left his
And it's a
kid in
she,
bed.
right there.
Yeah.
Well, we're up to 16 people who are somewhat unhappy.
Cut some gems. All right, he's
Goodness.
cutting gems. That's happening.
Yeah. Now, I did in the event that this does not work out, I have assigned a hammerer. Does he require anything? He does not. This captain of their guard has some requirements, though.
So
what
the
does he
mayor's
need?
not.
Oh, what
pristine.
happened with his? Oh, his office isn't decent anymore?
You were doing stuff with the armor stands. Did you put everything back?
I did, because it has them all. I might have accidentally resized it or something. The captain of the guard needs office, quarters, dining room. He doesn't have any of that, so we got to figure out a place to put him. Let's resize the room and build some statues in here, maybe? Maybe that'll make him happy.
Can't hurt.
Did they ever build our statues up here in the temple? Yeah, some of them. Statues are not the highest priority. We can kick them up, although they're not getting our tables done either.
Yeah, you're. I'm not. Yeah. You need to expand, I think. Maybe. I'm confused about this mood, though.
Hey! He
Oh,
has
nice.
begun, or she has begun, a mysterious construction. I don't know what triggered it.
Something.
I guess that's the one. Yeah,
Yep.
it's been claimed. It keeps muttering.
Aaron Rodham.
Woo! Now, I haven't set our new squad to train. We need to go into their schedule. Yeah, let's go ahead and copy this and then paste over here so we can rotate some time off, I think. And let's go ahead. Oh, migrants have arrived. Great.
Oh, good. Wow, man. People are really digging this.
Goodness. Yeah, okay, so these are active training.
They're making a boat.
These are inactive.
You gotta get in on this, Jurist.
The merchants will be leaving soon. I should build like a thing in front of them so they can't get out.
I mean,
I'll do
if
that.
elves show up,
If elves show up, yeah. Like,
Just sort
well,
of-
this is our boat now. I guess I could just put the bridge up. I was going to say, I need to build a thing, but
I mean, it is our boat.
yes.
It wouldn't. That doesn't. It's the Terrorvan we'd be taking, Albert.
The Terrorvan?
Yes.
Terrorvan! I bet that's a movie from the 80s. Or 70s, possibly.
And let's see.
Once you get in, you never get out of Terrorvan.
No, I'm not seeing it. I'm seeing a lot of van attacks by terrorists. That's less funny.
Oh, you said less funny. I'm sorry.
Yep, no one made a movie called Terrorvan.
There, it's our turn to shine.
We found an opening in the market.
He has created a gypsum statue of bomb wreck Heaven Cudgels.
Come on,
I'm sorry.
Be a bee sting. Be a bee sting.
Okay. Well, that's a Shift L? No? Shift R? Shift A.
Oh, you were right. I fell. No,
I just did Shift L. It didn't work.
it did.
Or is that the one? Is that it? The
Does
gypsum
it bring you
statue?
bowels?
Okay. V description.
Oh, it's got some stuff on it.
Masterfully designed image of the dwarf and dwarves in gypsum. He is surrounded by the dwarves. Artwork relates to the ascension of the dwarf bomb wreck Kevin Cudgels. Yes, Kevin Hudgels. To the position of the king of the fortification of Straps in 193. This is like an actual historic event.
Yeah.
On the image is an image of Ava's wire numbers, the dwarf in Cave Spider Silk. He is laboring. The artwork relates to the settling of the dwarf, Ava's wire numbers in Heaven Boat.
Also on the item is an image of koalas in white jade.
Yes. I'm sorry, I did skip right over that with spikes of gypsum. This person, I think the theme here got a little muddled, Joe. You can't have your koalas and your Ascension of the King and your guy who came and
just
built this colony all just sort of muddled together in one
one statue.
One statue. That auto select is working really well for us so far. I like that.
Good.
It's going to save us even more time. Do we have? We're not getting our statues done. I have so many masons.
Should build that statue.
Where?
Like
that's a good point.
The...
How do we do that?
I mean,
let's go ahead and build it on the walkway. No, let's not. Do statues stop things from happening? Do they?
We go through this.
Will they block the caravans?
Probably the caravan. Probably. I'll look that.
Oh, I want to be out of planning mode. No, not that one.
I know the material choice is a little weird, but it is apparently of excellent quality. Oh, it is slapdash.
Remove building.
He couldn't decide what to make, but what he did make was really good.
Okay, and we're going to expand... Oh, we can do it. We can... Aaron Rodham. I'm building it right in the middle of the walkway. And then we're going to check. Can we still get... Yes.
Statues?
No. No, it does block. Okay, well, let's queue over it.
It definitely does.
We can make it a sculpture garden?
Yeah, that's what I would suggest doing, but it does definitely...
Let's remove it, and then
they
we'll
can
do
only
that.
move into it if they on a dodge.
They end up sort of like in its arms, like, whoa!
I don't know. They sit on top of it. They hug the koalas.
Now, can I make a statue garden in the temple?
Beats me.
Like, will it take away from the temple, I guess, is what I'm asking. Or will they be like, ooh, a temple.
Assigned for communal enjoyment. A communal non-assigned garden is similar to a meeting hall and provides a place for idle dwarves and animals to congregate and socialize. Furthermore, all furniture in a sculpture garden will be quote-unquote tastefully arranged, potentially increasing the dwarves' emotional response.
Can I forbid pults from coming into my temple? Because there's so many pults right now.
You can
pasture them?
Yes.
Down by the other thing? Okay. Let's go ahead and make our sculpture garden. Now, I can assign... No, I can't assign the room. To assign location. I can assign it to the Cathedral of Tongues. So it actually is part of the temple now.
Oh.
Get out of here, you goat kid. They might not mind having him in the temple. I don't know how the dwarves feel about that.
Generally, if they see...
There's so many stray pults.
Look. And a donkey. Throw him in there. If they like the animal, they actually might get a happy thought from it. I don't think there is a negative, like, there's too many birds. I've never seen that.
Oh, that's not very realistic. I've been in some people's houses that had way too many dogs, Joe.
Yeah.
And I had chickens in my house for a while, and once they were beyond, like, a couple of weeks, I had an unhappy thought from them.
It's poop and feathers everywhere, right?
Well, they were in a box, so it wasn't everywhere, but it still smelled. When you were sitting right next to it.
How are the chickens doing?
They're doing great. I've got them outside now. They're in their little run. We bought a chicken hutch from the neighbor. They had chickens for a while and didn't want to deal with it anymore. We have way fewer chickens than they did, though. And not growing up enough to have eggs. If you want to come and steal my chickens because everything is falling apart and the egg economy has gone crazy, then wait a few months. before
Yes.
you do that. Well, this guy came. Did you see him? He came around with his block, and the other guy put his down. He's like, "Fine, I'll go back around, all the way around." What? What a saga that was. Now I can go in my military screen and see how these guys are doing on supplies, right?
They're missing a fair
So
amount.
they have their checked off for their weapons and their bucklers, but no armor.
Yes.
Well, some of them have. These guys have some armor.
Yes.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and get our smelter or our metalsmith's forge making some armor, I guess. And we can see in our stocks how much we have of that, right? Of bars? Was it just bars, or is that? Would that be? No.
It's bars, but you can't.
Or is it under the?
It stocks. It's on the kitchen bars.
But it doesn't say what kind of bars.
I mean, it
Is
could.
that E for enhanced view?
I think just tab would have worked. I don't know because I have my guy do exact counts, so I don't know.
That doesn't change what button you
It
hit
could
to get
change.
to the
You hit
enhanced
tab.
view.
You hit tab, and you can see the outlay of all of the things. Not here when you have bars
Okay.
selected. Justice.
I cannot hit tab. Tab mode does not work.
And I can tab when I'm in this screen, and it expands everything.
Okay. Well, that is a good argument for why you might want exact counts, Joe.
Also, because you're not a heathen, but that works too.
You know, because you have made your argument now, Joe, I'm going to go ahead and have my mayor be that guy.
You don't even have a bookkeeper.
We don't know.
I thought you had a bookkeeper, but you weren't putting him on exact. Never mind. I don't even know what you're doing.
We're coming up on close to the end of our time. I want to get our floor finished here. Oh, it did it automatically.
Right.
All this stuff, I have enough stuff automatically picked that it worked. Woohoo! Let's continue that process. All right. I'm pumped.
Woo!
This is going to be done. This next floor is going to need some more, but we have these guys able to worship, although still not getting these statues built. I don't know what's up with that.
Are they actually
They're making some.
Okay.
I have a ton of masons.
You only have 2 workshops, though. Or 1?
I have 3 at least. But maybe 3 isn't enough.
I mean, you're doing blocks, you're doing statues, you're doing tables, you're doing... Yeah, it might not be. I mean, yeah.
We'll put
it's not
another
enough.
mason's workshop up here. I am a little bit saddened by the lack of catastrophe so far, Joe. I fully expected us to have like some kind of an invasion at least by now.
I mean, I don't... like you said about the petitioners. Maybe did we pick like a pretty isolated site?
How do we see that? That's in the world info. See, we're like right here in the middle of.
Wait a minute.
Like this is an inland sea and everything. What?
Okay, it is a sea. I was about to say we're not a seafaring vessel.
I mean, the Black Sea is a sea.
I know it says sea. It's named the sea, the trustworthy sea. I just thought we were out on the big sea.
Can we see civilizations? There's Dwarven civilization, Elven civilization. There's no Goblin civil. Wait, do they count as civilizations, Joe?
Yeah, maybe
The goblins?
Maybe they got eaten. There it is.
We just happened to embark
Wait.
in a peaceful world.
Wait, go
What do
back
you
to that. I thought I saw goblins.
I see Dwarven,
Yeah,
Elven,
you're right. So
human.
I read glimmer. I just glanced over as it was closing. It's all glimmer. Okay, well the humans are at no. Wait, who are we at war with? Which one are we?
The peace are at wars with everybody. The elves and the humans are at war with each other. I think that's how I'm reading that.
Hey, maybe we should go raiding.
All right, let's do it. Missions. Artifacts. Can we create?
Yeah.
Let's go close by.
This I've never gotten into because I'm bad at it.
I'm trying to find an area that's nearby, so we're not going like way far out. It's not working out for me, is it? That's not so bad. Okay, the author of Curling, last held by the dwarf Zon Jarwin.
Gabbro Ring.
Yeah, man.
Are these bad guys? What are those? Are dwarves?
Those are dwarves, yeah. We don't really have any enemies, though.
So we're just gonna start cannibalizing ourselves.
We can go and just do a raid
Can't we
on
go
some...
to the humans? Like, can we at least try the elves or humans? How does this work? civilizations? See? You cannot raid your civilization. Okay, so you can't do it if it's yours. That's fine.
Population of 100. We want to get like some little dinky town to start
We
with.
have like 1 billion people.
Right, we only have like 10 people per squad. I'm gonna say raid this site, creates new mission. And we're gonna assign our squads. We're gonna assign both of our squads. Or should we? You know what? It's
I don't
close
do this
by.
enough to have like an opinion.
I'm taking the risk, Joe. I have an opinion that it could be dangerous, but I don't care.
Yay!
Our squads are going off into the wild blue yonder. I wonder if I could take all of my least happy dwarves and like stick them in the grump squad.
You absolutely could.
Would that make them happier? Like having some kind of purpose in life?
Yeah, usually what makes people happy is when you lump them together with miserable people. I mean, they would, I don't know. They're worth a shot, right?
What do you want to accomplish next week, Joe?
I want to make the Grumpy Squad.
The grump squad? Okay. Let's see how our good squads
what else?
do.
Oh, we gotta do the ballistas.
Oh, definitely, yes. How are
Otherwise,
they doing?
we're, I mean, the boat's kind of coming along.
It is, and we didn't realize until just now that we didn't have any enemies. So
Yes.
I feel guilty that we've sort of cheated our viewers by embarking in a world where there doesn't seem to be like maybe there's a necromancer or something, Joe, but there's no goblins.
I feel confident that our viewers will blame you, not me.
Oh, okay.
So I'm okay.
These guys are singing. Can we see what these guys are singing?
Maybe. I think there's a way.
It used to be. View activity. Is that the second theme? Autonomy and the Flies is an example of the couple of sparkling. The work has no particular subject. The composer has selected Ravager's Dreamy. Overall, the composition is not awful, but not very good either. Each singer always does the main melody? That's terrible.
Well, you want everyone to get a chance.
Not always, though. Somebody needs to take the bass. So a synthesis of previous passages in a lengthy coda. The first theme is at a walking pace, and it is first to fade into silence. Each of the singer's voices ranges from the low register to the middle register. The first exposition is extremely fast, and it is to be very loud. This is weird. I forgot how oddly specific they get with their music. Here, they're building another Mason's workshop, though, so that's nice. I'm gonna put a rock stockpile. No. I forgot how to make a stockpile. Darn it.
I think we're signing off, aren't we?
I've gotten too dumb. I was hoping they would come back. I was really hoping they would come back with their from their
the
mission.
Scod? The Scod. Oh my god. We have another recording today, Albert. It's gonna be rough.
Squad is the word you're looking for, I think, Joe, and yes. I was gonna say...
Hey, it's no Terrorvan.
At least mine could be a cool movie from the 80s if it wanted to.
Terrorvan.
Tune in next week to see if our squad comes back, makes it home safe. We really appreciate you watching. If you enjoyed this and you want to see what happens next, click on that subscribe button. We have lots of other Dwarf Fortress content coming, including, hopefully in the future, when we finish this, more challenges. But are we getting close, Joe? Can we think about, like, wrapping this up pretty soon?
We'll go to the list. We'll check out the list first thing next time, maybe.
Okay, next time we're gonna check what we have left to do, and we got to build our ballistas. So obviously that's a thing, but we're getting there. And some people are gonna get kicked off the boat, Joe, and they're not gonna make it. It's reality show style. Maybe they'll have to fight. They'll. I don't know how to make them fight each other.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.